How should you build LR Golden Frieza and Gogeta's hidden potential? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the LR Stirred Battle Instincts TEQ Golden Frieza and Gogeta, the first ever tag unit of its kind, and the first ever Transcendent Dokkan campaign LR. So in this video, we're going to break down the unit and what we believe are the best hidden potential. So let's start by taking a look at what the unit is doing. So they have a 250% attack and defense boost on their passive. This is in the Frieza form, by the way, as it is a tag unit. They receive an additional key 2 per key sphere obtained, damage reduction rate 70%, and for 5 turns for the entry turn, guards all attacks. Starting from the 6th turn, they become a great chance to guard all of those attacks. Shorter turns, you have guaranteed guard. After that, longer events, it's a 70% chance. With 4 or more extreme allies on the team, or when there's another movie heroes or bosses ally attacking the same turn, they launch an additional super attack. For every attack received, they have attack 150% and chance for one critical hit 10% within the turn. Whenever guard is activated, they get defense 20% up to 100%. When 3 or more superclass allies are on the team, starting from the 3rd turn, from the entry turn, or starting from the 5th turn, he will change key spheres from AGL or STR to TEQ and randomly changes Fizz or Int to Rainbow, and then can perform the reversible exchange. On their super attack effects, they are greatly raising attack and defense and greatly lowering attack and defense of the enemy, as well as raising allies' attack by 50% for the turn. So really nice offensive support there. And then on the 12 key, they are greatly raising attack for the turn while lowering enemies' attack and defense. So the Frieza side of things is designed to be an early turn defensive monster, especially with his target skill, where he has key 24, defense to 400%, and directing all attacks towards him, since it is a target skill, and it can be activated when there are 4 or more extreme allies on the team before or after reversible exchange. Once you reverse exchange into Gogeta kind of becomes the opposite, right? He gets key 6, attack and defense 250%, and an additional key 1 per key sphere obtained. He has effective against all types and a high chance of evading enemies' attack. With 1 key sphere obtained once only, he will fully recover HP. And with 3 or more superclass allies on the team, when there's another movie heroes or bosses category ally in the second to the same turn, he gets an damage reduction rate 40%. When attacking with 20 or more key, he gets an additional 200% attack and defense and a 70% chance for a critical hit. When activating the active skill or 24 key, he has guaranteed crit and an additional 150% attack. For every key sphere obtained, he has a chance of evading enemies' attack 5%. And a nuking style attack for 10% attack per key sphere obtained, and allies defense 10% per key sphere obtained when attacking. For every 5 key spheres obtained, he launches an additional super attack. So this part of the passive plays really good into his active skill, which raises his attack temporarily by 540%, causes ultimate damage, and gives him defense 540% while changing all key spheres to TEQ for 1 turn, basically allowing you to get the full field for the full passive to be active. Not only will that give him guaranteed dodge for the turn, because 5% per, right, 25, that would give him over 100% chance to dodge just from that alone. But, you know, combined with the 50% he has here, right, he really only needs, like, you know, 12 or more to have guaranteed dodge. Now, with this here, he's got a ally buff based on that, right? So if you get a full field, you're giving allies 240% attack and 240% defense, and giving himself 240% attack. Like, so this is kind of crazy. That's really helpful support right there. So all of this plays into how you want to build him, right? Gogeta is designed as a glass cannon nuking type character, but he does have built-in crit. Same goes for the Golden Frieza, right? He is designed to be an early turn defense target with his target skill, but he'll also build up crit when you use that from this attack here, right? And since this attack is building 150% per attack received, it could end up being powerful, and so that does play into how you want to build him, right? If we head on over to the Dokkan Wiki here, we can see that as a tech type, he's actually going to lean already into a certain mold, right? He's going to have natural crit, but he doesn't need that. You're actually going to want to go a different way for him, right? For Frieza's and Gogeta's, both sides of them, you actually want to lean into additionals. Going full additionals, giving him that 15 additional if you do have the dupes, and whatever you have left, dump into dodge. They do not need the crits. The additional attacks not allow them to deal more damage and obviously raise their stats a little bit more, especially on the Gogeta side of things, right? That Gogeta passive, right? Remember, he gets 5 for every 5 key spheres obtained, he gets an additional super attack. So with a full hidden potential build, he has a chance of launching a 6th super if he gets all 5 attacks off. So, you know, it can be very, very helpful here. So that is how, you know, his stat spread should fall, right? Leaning into the additional with sub dodge. Now, you want to increase that further by going with his special equipment, and so they do have special equipment that is gained through certain missions in game, right? You don't have to take down a stage, you just have to complete the missions, and you will get these basically for free. And they aren't all the greatest, right? Like the silver ones leave a lot to be desired, but you know, if you don't have the orbs, they are there. So I'm going to base this off of the orbs they have freely available. If you have better orbs, then obviously use those. So in my opinion, if you want to make the most use out of them, you want to lean into that attack. You want to give them that that bronze attack for 800. That's going to allow them to do what they need to do. It's going to allow Frieza to hit hard when you need to use his active skill, and same goes for Gogeta. You could go the defensive route. It could help Frieza on, you know, his non-active turns. It really just depends on your playstyle. But I find that, you know, the target skill is typically more than enough that, you know, you could utilize this to really, really push him further on the offense. For his bronze, you do want to go with the additionals. Like I said, you do want to lead into the additionals. So go with the additionals plus the defense. Now, it is an additional defense 400%. It's not really necessary on him, and it gives you an additional attack too. So that is why his attack here is only 21. Now, if you have a silver orb that you are willing to use on him that is more defense, is more additionals, then I do recommend using that. Or if you want, you can lean into dodge, right? You can go an additional dodge equip if you have that as well. On his gold equip, right, he does get a few gold equips, and gold equips are pretty good, but they're all level 4. So I would recommend, he doesn't need the critical hit one, so you can go either one, or there's 2 options you can go with his gold. You can go with the defense evasion if you would prefer to up that evasion, bring the evasion to 10% instead of the 6, or you can go with the additional attack, which I do think is personally better, just because, again, maximizing that damage, which is kind of what they're used for. It would bump them up 4, which if you're utilizing just his special equips, that would put you at 21 additional attacks. And then since the additional attack gives you the type attack boost, then, you know, that is helpful for dealing more damage, especially against the various type enemies. So I do recommend going that way. And again, if you have your own level 5 or level 6 or higher and you would rather use that, then of course feel free to. This is just the basic on what's available for free. So guys, that is it for our video. That is how I believe you should build the Gogeta and Frieza. Lean into the additionals and sub dodge, right? Gogeta can be dodge or die, so if you want to swap that as a secondary and go full dodge sub additionals, that would work as well. It really depends on how you want to utilize the character, but in my opinion, if you're going to maximize the offense, then go for the additionals. So that's it for the video, guys. If nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.